What's up, guys? Welcome in. It is halftime here on a Red Friday as the Chiefs are leading the Raiders 10-3 at halftime. Patrick Mahomes got the only touchdown of the first half, and that was to Justin Watson, who, kind of a weird couple weeks for Justin Watson. Has the drop 2 weeks in a row. Had a really terrific catch, but it was out of bounds on the sideline, but did make up for it with this touchdown grab here, 6 yards from Mahomes to Watson. Patrick Mahomes now owns the franchise record solely for most touchdown passes of all time in Chiefs history with 238. So big ups to Mahomes in this one. 15-24, not the greatest stat line there, but for 15 completions, 192 yards, that part's pretty good for the Chiefs for sure. Has been sacked 3 times. So it looks like, even though the Chiefs are doing everything they can to contain Max Crosby, and you saw that in the end there, they're still struggling. Kalavan Chasen has gotten there for 1.5 sacks, also has a tackle for a loss. They've definitely shut down Kansas City's rushing attack. Kareem Hunt averaging less than 2 yards a carry. Isaiah Pacheco averaging less than a yard per carry. So the running game certainly has not been there for Kansas City, but everything else when it comes to the passing game, certainly clicking for the Chiefs. Kelsey's having another big game, 6 for 63. Noah Gray has 35 yards. DeAndre Hopkins has just 1 catch, but it was a good one for 34 yards, fooling Jack Jones completely. Mahomes and Hopkins both in sync and trying to fool Jack Jones, which is perfect right there. It's funny because the Raiders thought this was going to be another type of game like last year. Nope, not the case at all. This is what happens when you actually have an offense, which the Chiefs did not have the last time these two teams played at Arrowhead. You got to deal with Hopkins, got to deal with Xavier Worthy, who's getting more and more involved. Juju Smith-Schuster has a nice play there. And by the way, great job by Kelsey pitching that to Pirine and getting 10 more yards extra out of that play right there, which would have made him just short of a first down on a third down play too. So I like what I'm seeing from the passing game. A lot of guys getting involved. Even though Hunt and Pacheco not doing very well on the ground, they have gotten a little bit involved in the passing game. Justin Watson, I mentioned, he has a catch. You have a completion to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different receivers. Meanwhile, Aiden O'Connell has only completed a pass to 2 different players. Jacoby Myers has 5 catches, and Brock Bowers has 3 catches. Your number 1 wide receiver and your number 1 tight end. Can't get anyone else involved. And even though the Raiders' running game hasn't actually been bad, they're averaging more than 5 yards per carry. Sincere McCormick's actually doing really well. We talked about him, talked about how we didn't think he'd be much of an impact, but he actually is the best running back right now the Raiders have. Amir Abdullah not playing very well. So McCormick, I would not be surprised if the Raiders decide to use McCormick a lot more in the second half right there. But hopefully the Chiefs can adjust and improve their run defense in this game, because if you can do that, Aiden O'Connell, again, not playing well. The sacks are there. They're taking advantage of the youth they have up front, especially with the center with AJP. Excuse me. So hopefully they can continue to get those sacks there, because they've had a couple. We've been complaining about that. Where are the sacks with this Chiefs team? So that's good. Hopefully they can continue to do that. Time of possession, it was heavily in Kansas City's favor in the first quarter. It's still in Kansas City's favor, but not by a wide margin. It's 15-49 in favor of the Chiefs. The Raiders at 14-11. It was much different before the second quarter started, and it's a little disappointing the Chiefs did not get more than 10 points out of that in the first half. But hopefully the defense comes out strong, can get a big stop or a takeaway even. That'd be nice. The Raiders don't turn the ball over often, so gotta hope that the Chiefs can change that. The pass protection, seriously, and I said this on Twitter, why is DJ Humphries not playing? What is the logic? I don't care if... I see the first comment from Jamie, tackles fucking suck. The first 2 comments are about the tackles. Everyone is talking about the tackles here. That's the big thing. Look, I'm not Andy Reid. I'm not Brett Veach. I'm not. If I was smart when it came to football, I'd be working over at Arrowhead for the coaching staff. But you know damn well your left tackles suck, Morris and Suamataia. So why in the hell is DJ Humphries injured? Inactive. And please don't tell me, it's early, he's not ready yet. To hell he is. Okay. I will take a not ready DJ Humphries over Wanya Morris right now. I would put a fucking potato at left tackle, and it would still serve better than Wanya Morris. He just watched, who was number 44 for the Raiders? He just watched him go around like, bro, put your hands up, move your feet, and block. Who's 44? Casson, however you say his name. It just let him through. Didn't even try. Like, come on. Bob says no commitment to the run game. The run game has not been good. I think the Chiefs are just finding the passing game more effective right now than the run game. I thought it was going to be the opposite. So that was that's kind of a surprise to me because I thought we would see more of that in this game. Yeah, Crosby. Listen, I don't think that was anything dirty from Crosby. But if that was, Chris Jones doing that to Aiden O'Connell and it was at Allegiant Stadium, the half of the stadium, which would be Raiders fans, would be, demanding a flag. So, it all depends on, who could be on the receiving end of that penalty and whatnot. Yeah, Danny says run the ball some more. People want to see. Yeah, listen, I agree with you. I think I think he needs a little bit of time to get acclimated. I trust that. I will say this, and not to make it too obvious, because it's not like you can just sub left tackles depending if you're going to run or pass, but Sua Mataia, I mean, he is a good run blocker, not a good pass blocker. No, he's basically Orlando Brown. He can run block, but can't pass block. I don't know. I guess the logic is he's not ready, which, again, I know Andy Reid does this where you'll sign a guy, but you don't use him right away. They used Hopkins right away. No problem there. But I don't know. Like, you gotta acknowledge the fact that your franchise quarterback is getting beat to hell by your left tackles. I mean, come on. It's not rocket science here. You don't have to be a scout or a coach or a general manager to recognize that. Maybe Humphreys can't get the count, so they want to keep down the false starts. Maybe. I mean, I don't know, but I would imagine he can do better than Morris. They're still talking. This feels like a longer halftime line. That first half, especially the first quarter, just felt like it was the longest first quarter ever. 13 is the new Daniel Sorensen. Guys, what did I say? Why are we not using Josh Williams? Well, guess what? They pulled Nazeeh Johnson out of the game. They're finally using Josh Williams. They actually used Keith Taylor for like 3 plays. But yeah, I think the Nazeeh Johnson experiment is over. When you're getting torched by somebody named Aiden O'Connell, I think that has to be the last straw. I'm sorry. I know Spags loves this guy, but you got fucking beat by goddamn Aiden O'Connell. Like, come on. I think the concern about that, Tony, and I've heard a lot of people toss this around, is that he doesn't have the arm length to play that position. Can we see more screens? Gray and Kelsey give them a dose of them in the second half. I don't know. I get a little skeptical with the screenplays. I think the Chiefs make it too obvious. They, I don't know. They kind of telegraph those screenplays. It doesn't seem to work much for the Chiefs. I can't recall the last time a screenplay worked. I think offense was trying too hard for the Kelsey Mahomes touchdown. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. You got to take what they give you, and they gave the Chiefs Justin Watson. He just officially signed on Tuesday, right? It was actually Monday when he officially signed. The Chiefs didn't say anything about it until Tuesday. But still, I'll take a 2-day practice prepared DJ Humphreys over Wanya Morris. Even if he never practiced, I'll be like, you know what? All you got to do is pass block. Just pay attention to the snap count. Listen to what Mahomes says. On 2. All right? Okay, that's all. That's it. You got to just pay attention to that. That's it. I mean, come on. It can't be that hard. It's evidently very hard for Wanya Morris. Kelsey needs to go off in the second half. Yes. Let's have a big game from him. Why not? 6 for 63 already. Yeah, go cook. Go get your record with Tony Gonzalez in the building. T Swift is in the house. Mama Kelsey's in the building. Let's do it. No Sorensen disrespect, please. The interior offensive line can block, but not the offensive tackles. I was thinking cornerbacks getting burned. I had to take a break from watching. Yeah, I think we're kind of done with the Nazeeh Johnson experiment. At least I hope so. Want Kelsey to break Gonzalez record and dunk the ball as a tribute. Yeah, unfortunately, Uncle Roger does not like that, which is so dumb. Happened once. Who was it? The guy from the Saints? Not Michael Thomas. Can't remember his name. The tight end for the Saints. He was like an all-pro tight end. Can't remember his name, but he dunked the ball and pretty much almost took down the goalpost. Aiden's receivers are wide open. Yeah, yes and no. I mean, Nick Bolton was at the right place at the right time, and I was good to see him back because, oh boy, I was a little nervous for that injury there, but he's back, which is good. Looks like we are getting back to start the second half. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Come back after the game. We will do the Chiefs Zone podcast live. I will have the video link for you guys to call in. All you have to do is click it, put in your name, turn on your audio, your video, and we will chat it up after the game. If you don't want to call in, that's okay. You guys can just comment below on Facebook and YouTube. I'll try to read the Instagram comments. I'll be honest, I apologize to Instagram. I forget you guys from time to time. Yes, Joey.baseball9, he did get benched. Christina Gomer says we need DJ in now. I agree, Christina, but unfortunately he's inactive today. So anyway, come back after the game. We'll do the Chiefs Zone podcast live, hopefully recapping a Chiefs win and a playoff clinching Red Friday. We'll talk about that after the game. I'm Farzin Vasugian. I'm out. I'll talk to you all later. Peace out.